Hey, this is Dan, and with Emily, we are Rambling Ambition, and today we're back working on our van. We have a 2019 Sprinter van that we're slowly but surely converting into a vehicle we can travel with, go different places, seek adventure, and do a bunch of other things. So we've got a bunch of videos on where we and how we have gotten to the point that we are now. We're getting ready to take a trip next weekend to do some exploring down in North Carolina. So we're kind of finishing up a few of the things that we have going on right now. And one of the last things that we need to tackle is some things in the garage. So I got one side done, and all I did was we have some aluminum track that's screwed down to the subfloor, and then also up there, and then it basically slides in and out. So it covers up everything on the plumbing side, but makes it super accessible. And on the electrical side, I had a fixed panel in, and I think that I like the design that I came up with on the other side. So we're going to take everything out and put some aluminum 3/4 inch track down and make that panel able to slide so you can easily get to things without having to take stuff apart. So I wish I had thought about it earlier, but I didn't. So that's what we're going to do today. If that's something you're interested in, please stick around for the video. All right, so that's the panel that I'm talking about. And right now it's fixed, and we're going to have to take everything out. So the slide's got to come out, because I got to unscrew everything. So we'll take that apart first. All right, now that that's apart, we'll unscrew all the screws that hold that panel on. All right, so we had just put some 2x4s down to give us something to screw into. We're going to set the tracks next to these to give us the spacing that we wanted, and then we'll pull the 2x4s out because they're just in the way. So I just bought some 3/4 inch aluminum channel, and we'll cut these to length, drill the holes, and then countersink the edge so that the screw can go down in and keep a nice smooth surface. And then we'll put them up. It's pretty simple. All right, so we just drilled some holes and then countersunk a little spot and cut these to length. And then this one is marked for each of the floors of the bed structure. Now the cool thing about aluminum is you can cut it with a normal circular saw. So we just used the radial arm saw and cut straight through it. So it cuts, any wood blade will cut aluminum, especially thin stuff like this. So we'll go ahead and screw them down. All right, we're just using some stainless steel Phillips head screws to put them in. All right, so the track is done, and you can see how it just sets like that, and then its partner is up there. We'll take the 2x4s off, and then we're gonna have to shave down the top of the board so that it can slide in the track like we want it to. So, and then we got to do the handle so that we can pull it in and out. So we'll do that next. All right, so we got the 2x4s out, and we need about a blade length or blade width off on the board. So we're just gonna grab the track saw and cut that real fast. Awesome. So that worked out just like we wanted it to. So now both panels can move. We left the cutout in the back and didn't replace the board because I want to be able to go in and just climb in and turn that battery switch on and off. I think it's going to be good. We just got to make the handle to pull it out on. So we'll use a hole saw for that and cut out a series of hole saws and just cut it out with a jigsaw and then route it real quick. Just like that one when we're done. So nice handle for it. All right, so we're just going to take a series of hole saws and drill a series of holes this way and then cut it out with the jigsaw. All right, there's the radius. We'll just flip it over. It's nice and smooth, and we'll do the other side, and we'll be done. All right, and there it is. Super simple. Same on this side. Really happy. All right, so that was pretty quick. We used just an 1 7/8 hole saw, drew a couple lines, and then took a round over a bit with a router to kind of make the handle nice and smooth when you grip it. So super easy. I really like that idea other than doors because you can pull the whole thing out. There's no frame, there's no box, nothing to get in there to work on stuff. And I think it's a great solution to get access if we need it. So just a shout out to the track saws. If you haven't invested some money in a track saw and you do a lot of stuff like this with big pieces of plywood, a track saw is a valuable asset. Gives you a nice straight line every single time, and highly recommend it. I got the one from Makita because I like their tools. There's all kinds of them that are out there, but you can pick whichever brand you're loyal to, and it'll probably serve you well. So we'll go ahead and mount the slide back in and get the rest of the garage back together. All right, so we did some other things in here. We completely changed the idea of the pull-out pantry and went back with some shelves. So I built that today, and then I got a piece of butcher block cut and then polyurethane to go on the top of it. And I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so Emily decided she would rather have shelves to stick stuff in with some bigger containers. And then we made a nice butcher block countertop, rounded the edges over, and fits right up next to the wall. So we screwed it up next to the wall, and that's going to turn out really good. So it's a nice place to put stuff, a cup of coffee while you're sitting at the bench. And so all coming together. All right, so it's been a long day of just doing little things. So the big thing that I wanted to get accomplished today was the board slide for the electrical side of the house, and we got that done, so I was happy with that. And then we did a few other little things and got the insides of all the drawers polyurethaned. So they're all coated. So if we spill anything in there, we got the rest of the pieces done for the cabinet cubbies. So that turned out really well. And we put some barrel slides on the toilet so it doesn't slide out while we're going down the road. We've been using clamps to kind of hold things together, so the only thing I have left is to figure out a way to secure the fridge so that it doesn't move. We didn't use lock and slides, principally because it has a piece that sticks out that I didn't want to have to consistently run into. So we're going to do it a different way. So I haven't quite figured out that. Still have not figured out what to do with doors yet. I'm still kind of thinking on that. And yeah, so that was this weekend's work. I only had one day because I had to work on Saturday. So I had Sunday to do some work. So we did what we could with the time that we had. And like I said earlier, we're going to be headed down into North Carolina for a couple days this upcoming weekend. So check out our trip to North Carolina here coming up in another week or so. So this is Dan from Ramblin' Ambition. Thanks for checking out the channel. If you've made it this long, I really appreciated it. Check out the links in the description. We're Amazon affiliates. If you want something that we've used in our van, check out those links. It doesn't cost any more, but it does kind of help us out a little bit. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next weekend from North Carolina.